Hey, what's up? How are y'all doing? This is going to be a bit of an impromptu video from the Nerdy Entrepreneur. I know some people have been asking me about coaching and stuff like that. So, look, I will make up a link to a calendar on my schedule with a price point there so that you can just click on a link. And if you want to pay to speak to me about cleaning businesses, or you want to speak to me about anything else I say on the channel on a one-to-one basis, there'll be a link for you to do so. Because I've been asked quite a few times, which is, I'm kind of honored and honored by that. Why? Because you didn't have to. And for those of you who have been asking me. So I will set that up. I will put that in the description of my videos, and you will be able to go and book a time on my calendar, and you can pay the fee right there. Um, I will say this: I will hold you to the same accountability that I hold people who pay for my consulting time for my other businesses. If you don't show up to your appointment, I will wait probably 5 minutes before I'm like, I'm going to do other things. Your money is not refundable at all. I will not be refunding money because you decided not to show up. So if you want to cancel and you book an appointment for the next day and you can't show up, thank you for your money because you're not getting it back. I value my time, and I'm running more than one business, trying to grow more than one business. And especially now, this is extreme busy season coming up for me. So I already have to deal with folks wanting my time left and right because they have sales campaigns that they want assistance on. Whether they just want me to coach them through something or they actually want me to do the process of building out the offer and sales emails for them. Because that's my other business. I am a trained sales copywriter. I've been doing it for over 15 years. I have sold millions of dollars of products and services on behalf of other companies. Some of them are small companies, some of them are private, some of them are public companies. I'm talking about everybody from, and not just email campaigns, but actually sales scripts. I have written radio. I have written some postcard direct campaigns. I have written scripted commercials and stuff like that. So a range of things. I've also built those automations for certain companies and all that sort of thing. I've been doing that for over 15 years. Actually, we're closer to 16 and a half years, 17 years now. But over 15 years, I've been doing that. So from McDonald's, yes, McDonald's, the big M. McDonald's, from food to finance. I have been around working from startup to companies that sell lawnmowers or companies that sell things like guns and bullets. Yes, I have written for those things to sell those things. So my time is kind of precious to me. I spend a lot of time on my clients' work, making sure that it is what it needs to be. And so I have no time for nonsense. So if you decide not to show up to the appointment that you schedule, that you just gave me some money, and I will do things like feed my cat. So that's just up to you. So choose wisely what you decide to do. I don't care about your personal situation whatsoever. You, the one who chose the time on the calendar, you're the one who pays the price for not showing up. It's your money, so choose wisely what you tend to do. I'll give you that warning. I'll make this warning many more times because people just don't respect folks' time. They don't respect time. And so I've had to put those things in place year after year, time after time, to deal and manage clients. So, yeah, and this is the very busy season because it's fourth quarter coming, and it's just a lot of work that has to be done. Um, and I already got to deal with clients that are not doing what they're supposed to do, which affects the results of work that I do. because it's like on the cleaning company with cleaners. I'm really good at sales, especially on the phone. I'm good at being personable and everything else, which can be the exact opposite of a lot of my natural personality in my personal life, right? Because you have to be in sales. I'm not just an order taker when people call my company to get their house clean, right? I do all that stuff, right? Years of sales training, years of actually making sales. So this at this point is a lot of experience and continued learning. Hold on a second, because my cat is doing the most, and he will not be doing the most while I'm trying to record. So apologize for that. But years of sales training, trying and failing, learning, paying to learn to be better, all that stuff. So that goes all into it. But it doesn't matter how good I am on the phone if I have cleaners who are not doing good work, right? So when I have cleaners that don't do good work, they screw up, all that work I did on the phone. Because now I have to deal with customer issues and refunding money and doing all that other stuff. So it doesn't matter how good I am on the front end if the back end can't carry or do its job. And that's what happens. Same thing with any sales or marketing campaign. It doesn't matter how much advertising you spend, what platforms you advertise on if you don't have a good offer. If your offer sucks, it don't matter if you're on TikTok or YouTube or you're spending ads on Facebook. It doesn't matter because your offer sucks. People just don't want to buy that thing. And it's just like, if someone buys that thing, you won't have a successful business if people keep asking for refunds. You just won't. You'll just be, it creates a vacuum with a hole in it. So, you're vacuuming your rug and, the dirt goes into the tube and goes into your vacuum bag for the old school vacuums or the container. If your container has a hole in it, it doesn't matter how much you vacuum your rug, the dirt is just going to shoot back out the vacuum. And so marketing and sales go hand in hand in these things. Whether it's a cleaning company and you're trying to sell, or whether it's, Legos you're trying to sell online, or Lego that you're trying, individual company, Lego that you're selling online. I have to do that for my Ape Fools. For those of you who know what that is, I apologize for the, I'm from New York. I have that S's and D's and pronunciation. Forgive me, guys. But, it doesn't really matter if the other stuff is not working right. I think you can hear the damn cicadas. Them shits is loud as hell. But it's a nice day, so I'm recording this out here. But, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. If your other pieces ain't together, it don't really matter what you do. You're going to have a big hole in your business. And until you fix that hole, and that's kind of what sucks sometimes about what I do professionally in my other business, being a sales copywriter. Being able to convince people to part with their money or convince people to look at an offer and potentially take it. That's a very profitable ability if you develop it. I've been doing it for over 15 years. But what's most of the time has screwed up what I do has been business owners, companies not having the other side of that set up correctly. Me driving traffic to an offer in your order page not working. Yes, that has happened. Me convincing people to buy into something and you not fulfilling, delivering the product. Those sorts of things. Me driving your email list to an offer, and naturally you're going to have people unsubscribe, and you so freaked out about an unsubscribe, you don't focus on building your list. You don't focus on marketing your business out there so you can build your list and build your brand. You don't focus on actually making sure you're delivering the product. You don't focus on and making sure you're upselling something or downselling something, and that you're delivering good service and you have good customer service and all that all the things that go into building a damn business. Folks don't do. They don't do. I mean, even if you half-ass half the stuff I said, you could be relatively successful. But a lot of my success is dependent that those things work. And that's what's kind of sucky about those types of businesses. It's what I think. I feel sorry for businesses that are in the branding business, because everything they do is dependent on, is the client actually doing stuff? It really is. That's why, I respect things like branding. I've done some branding consultations in terms of generating sales type, steering the brand to generate sales without losing the integrity of the brand. I've done that. And it's the same thing. People don't want to make sure they got their systems together. They don't want to hire the right people to do things, because I can outline what you need to do. But if you're not willing to hire those people, you're going to get what you're going to get. So, because this is some of my busiest season of the year, when I put my link up there, don't bulk up the price. Yes, it's more than $100 to speak to me, right? Because I got to think about my time. I got to think about other things that I have to do. And it depends on what you want to do. But I can tell you this, there's plenty of courses out there teaching folks how to start cleaning companies. But I can tell you, you're going to spend about $1,500 to probably $2,400, maybe $3,000 for those courses. Those courses don't come with a website for you to build your stuff. They don't come with people ready to clean for you in your city. They don't come with places where you should have your cleaning business. They might come with some sales scripts. They might come with a video to show you how to set up Google Ads. But guess what? Even if someone gives you a video on how to set up Google Ads, there's a lot of nuances to ads, and ads change. I run ads professionally too. That's the other thing. I run traffic professionally. I can tell you, shit changes all the time. That's what those courses, they don't come with those things. And some of those courses don't come with a lot of support, and some come with more support. But at the end of the day, you still got to do a whole lot of shit yourself. So if you're looking to buy a course from someone, I don't have a course on this stuff. You want to book me for time? Cool. I don't want to sit down and be thinking of a course and how to sell, how to frame it for you at this moment in time. I'll gladly talk to you if you pay my price. So that will be there, and you show up, I'll gladly talk to you. You want to set up ongoing monthly coaching with me? Sure, we can negotiate that. But I don't really have all that much time and a lot of slots to be doing that either. And so I don't do refunds on coaching either. I don't like. So I'm not going to start with this thing on YouTube with folks. So you've got to be serious about what you're doing. I think I said it in another video, and I'll say it again here. You have to have an incredibly strong why to really want to do this thing. Because I'm going through frustrations now that I don't even have to go through if I say stop. But it's part of growing it, and I want to see this through because my why is stronger than the adversity that I'm going through. It really is. It's stronger than the adversity I'm going through, 110%. And I know what I want to do. That's why I tell people, I'm like, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to go through this frustration? And they're like, I want to quit my job. I said, it has to be stronger than that shit. Because there's many other things you can do to quit your job. And so you must come up with a very strong why if you're doing it yourself and you're kind of bootstrapping this thing, right? So make sure you have a strong why. My why is very strong. And I know it's strong, and I know it's going to work. And things work. These are just hiccups. And I get over it. I've been a business owner for over 15 years. Business owner for 20 years. So stuff happens. But for those of you who are new to the game of ever having a business and stuff, it's going to be new to you. You're going to want to quit. Yes, things are going to happen. It is what it is. But that's the difference between me and you. That's the difference between an entrepreneur and you trying to get it. So once again, I will put a link, which will have a calendar, and you can buy my time if you want to speak to me. If you don't want to speak to me because you don't like the price, well, just don't buy it. I keep getting asked the question. I will put it up there finally. So every time you ask, you can go and buy an hour coaching with me. I can give you some tips. You can ask me a couple questions, and you go on and do the damn thing. Anyway, let me go. I got to go back to work. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.